Did you know that your morning habits might be distancing you from God without you even realizing it? Get ready for an eye-opening revelation in today's video. We'll explore 13 common morning habits that many of us unknowingly practice, which may displease God. This content aims to transform your spiritual life in just a few minutes. You'll learn how seemingly innocent actions can undermine your faith and how small changes can lead to great blessing. Stay with us until the end to discover how to align your mornings with divine principles and experience a peace beyond what you thought possible. Don't miss out, and remember to subscribe if you'd like to stay updated. Let's dive in. Neglecting the moment of gratitude. Picture a serene morning where the first light of day fills your room with warmth. You're at the edge of your bed, still waking up. Here, you face a choice. Take a moment to give thanks, or dive headfirst into the demands of the day. This is a sacred opportunity that is too often missed. Psalm 107:1 reminds us, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." This verse isn't just a suggestion. It's a call to recognize God's unwavering goodness. By skipping this moment of gratitude, we fail to acknowledge the source of all blessings. Research shows that starting the day with gratitude can significantly improve emotional well-being, activating the brain's pleasure centers like the warmth of the sun on a cold day. Consider Job, who despite losing everything said, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." Job 1:21. Even in his darkest hour, Job's gratitude reflected his deep trust in God's sovereignty. Try this simple yet transformative practice tomorrow. Sit in silence, reflect on your blessings, and give thanks, even for the smallest things like the air you breathe or the food you eat. Notice how this small act can change not only your day, but your life. Complaining upon waking up. When you open your eyes in the morning, you make a crucial decision. Will you greet the day with gratitude or with complaints? Philippians 2:14 advises us, "Do everything without grumbling or arguing." This wisdom not only promotes inner peace, but also lifts the weight of negativity from our hearts. The tone you set for your day, whether positive or negative, shapes your mood and influences your interactions. Psychologists confirm that starting the day with negativity can harm your mental health and reduce your productivity. Imagine if each morning began not with grumbling, but with recognizing the new opportunities that await. This shift in mindset can transform your experience of daily life, improving your relationships and outlook. Even Jesus, facing immense suffering, submitted to the Father's will without complaint, demonstrating unshakable faith. As each new day dawns, let's choose to set aside complaints and embrace the morning, grateful. Disregarding small joys. When we ignore the small joys in daily life, we overlook the subtle blessings God provides. In 1 Thessalonians 5:18, we are urged to give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. By dismissing little pleasures, like the warmth of the sun or a loved one's smile, we fail to appreciate these small but significant reminders of God's love. Studies link gratitude to greater happiness and life satisfaction. Imagine starting each day by intentionally noticing these small graces. How might this change your life? Jesus himself cherished small gestures, showing that the divine often reveals itself in simple things. Acknowledging these small joys strengthens our spiritual resilience and brings peace amidst the challenges of daily life. Not helping others. Ignoring those in need contradicts the command to love our neighbor and dims the light of compassion in our lives. Galatians 6:2 calls us to carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Indifference to others' suffering, whether at home, work, or on the street, betrays a core principle of the gospel. Take the parable of the Good Samaritan, Luke 10:30-37. While others passed by, the Samaritan stopped to help, embodying true love for one's neighbor. Each opportunity to assist someone in need is a test of our faith and a reflection of Christ's love. As we begin each day, let's resolve not to ignore those in need, postponing commitments or prayers. Procrastinating on responsibilities or moments of communion with God goes against Proverbs 13:4, which teaches, "The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied." Postponing important tasks or prayer neglects the discipline that strengthens our faith. Imagine delaying your tasks like a farmer neglecting to plant seeds. Over time, this leads to a lost harvest. Similarly, procrastination in our spiritual life leads to missed opportunities for growth and peace. By tackling our responsibilities and embracing prayer promptly, we align with God's will and reduce stress. Speaking ill of others fosters negativity and harms relationships. Ephesians 4:29 urges, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up." Gossip or criticism corrupts the heart and devalues those around us, distancing us from God's purpose for our words. Imagine starting your day by speaking encouragement rather than spreading negativity. Each negative word sends ripples of harm, while words of kindness create light and connection. Jesus called us to be the light of the world. Let's use our words to build up, not tear down. The power of small choices, a lesson in morning habits and spiritual growth. Our daily routines may seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but the way we begin our mornings can profoundly impact our spiritual well-being. As the story above illustrates, many of our morning habits, though seemingly harmless, can either bring us closer to God or distance us from Him. These habits shape not only our day-to-day lives, but also our relationship with the divine, our inner peace, and our ability to live out our faith. In this lesson, we'll explore the power of small choices and how aligning our morning habits with spiritual principles can lead to lasting personal and spiritual transformation. The importance of gratitude. One of the first key lessons we can draw from the story is the critical importance of beginning the day with gratitude. In a world that constantly pulls us in multiple directions, it's easy to overlook this simple yet powerful practice. Psalm 107:1 reminds us, "Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever." The act of giving thanks centers us in the present moment, reminding us of the abundance in our lives and grounding us in God's goodness. When we skip this practice, we miss an opportunity to acknowledge the blessings that are already present. Instead of rushing into the day overwhelmed by to-do lists, stress, or distractions, pausing for gratitude offers a reset for our minds and hearts. It allows us to shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, aligning our spirit with God's grace. The benefits of practicing gratitude extend beyond the spiritual. Psychological studies have shown that starting the day with a grateful mindset can significantly enhance emotional well-being. It activates brain areas associated with positive emotions, creating a ripple effect throughout the day. By intentionally incorporating gratitude into our mornings, we set a foundation for spiritual and emotional resilience, choosing positivity over complaints. Another essential lesson is the impact of our attitude upon waking. The decision to greet the day with gratitude rather than complaints can make all the difference in how we experience life. Philippians 2:14 encourages us to do everything without grumbling or arguing, a principle that fosters both internal peace and harmonious relationships with others. Complaining, especially first thing in the morning, sets a negative tone that colors the rest of our day. It traps us in a mindset of dissatisfaction, which can cloud our ability to see the opportunities and blessings in front of us. On the other hand, choosing positivity cultivates an openness to the possibilities each day brings. In today's world, it's easy to default to complaints about the weather, work, or personal challenges. However, by consciously choosing gratitude and positivity, we invite God's peace into our hearts. Even Jesus, who faced unimaginable trials, approached each day with a spirit of submission to God's will, demonstrating the power of faith over frustration. Finding joy in the small things. Life is often made up of small moments, and it's in these small moments that we can find God's presence. The lesson from the story about disregarding small joys reminds us that these little moments are gifts from God. 1 Thessalonians 5:18 teaches, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." By taking time to appreciate the small pleasures of life, whether it's a child's laughter, the warmth of the morning sun, or the quiet moments of solitude, we open our hearts to God's love. These small moments may seem inconsequential, but they are vital to our emotional and spiritual health. When we overlook them, we fail to recognize the subtle ways God is present in our lives. By practicing mindfulness and gratitude for even the smallest blessings, we cultivate a deeper sense of contentment and joy. Moreover, appreciating these small joys helps us maintain perspective. In a world that often glorifies bigger, faster, and more, we can easily become consumed by what we don't have. Recognizing the beauty in small moments reorients us to what truly matters: our connection to God, our relationships with others, and the peace that comes from living in alignment with divine principles. Call to help others. A fourth lesson from the story is the importance of helping others. Galatians 6 verse 2 encourages us to carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Our mornings often involve a rush of personal responsibilities, but it's crucial to remember that each day offers opportunities to serve those around us. The parable of the Good Samaritan, Luke 10 verse 30-37, serves as a powerful reminder of what it means to live out our faith in action. The Samaritan did not pass by those in need, even when it was inconvenient. Each morning presents us with choices, whether to help someone struggling at work, show kindness to a family member, or simply offer a smile to a stranger. These small acts of compassion can have a profound impact, both on others and on our spiritual growth. Avoiding procrastination in prayer and responsibilities. Another critical habit to address is the tendency to procrastinate, whether it's putting off prayer or delaying our responsibilities. Proverbs 13 verse 4 states, "The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied." When we delay important spiritual practices or tasks, we miss out on opportunities for growth and peace. Procrastination may offer temporary relief, but it ultimately leads to stress and missed spiritual blessings. By making time for prayer and addressing responsibilities promptly, we align ourselves with God's timing and reduce the burden of anxiety. Much like planting seeds, the diligent care we take in our spiritual and practical lives yields a rich harvest over time. Power of words and patience. Finally, the story emphasizes the power of our words and the need for patience, particularly with those closest to us. Ephesians 4:29 warns, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up." How we speak to others, especially in the morning, sets the tone for our relationships. Similarly, 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4 teaches, "Love is patient, love is kind." Impatience, especially within the family, can erode the bonds of love and trust. By cultivating patience and speaking words of encouragement, we can create a home environment that reflects God's love and grace. Conclusion: the small choices we make each morning, whether we express gratitude, help others, or speak words of encouragement, shape not only our day, but also our spiritual journey. By aligning our morning habits with divine principles, we draw closer to God, experience greater peace, and live out our faith in meaningful ways. Let us remember that even the smallest actions can have a profound impact. Trust be it, and by making intentional choices, we can transform our lives and the lives of those around us.